think me and Mark started talking a couple of years ago. The way you do in the business. I was there watching some Swedish players. You had Henrik Tömmernes and Linus Omark playing. So I was there scouting for a national team, and we started kind of talking. And then after last season, I felt like I wanted really to get back to coaching a regular, on a regular basis on a club team. And I think so. I know Geneva has a good team. I know they have the ambition to win, and I think we're going to have a good chance of doing that. I also felt like the city is very lovely, and I have a good relationship and communication with Mark. So 5 different things I think there. Me and Tömmernes talked a little bit about it, and I think maybe he put in a good word for me there, especially, so I need to thank him for that. But I think now I'm going to check in with him just to get some practical information about the city and stuff like that. So, but he also told me good things about the city and about the team and organization, so he's just said good things about Geneva. That's a long time ago, but kind of really starting to make notice of Geneva was when it started to be really good here the last couple of years, and then all of a sudden they won the championship here and we're Swiss champions, and then of course you start to look into them even more. Yeah, I think, just because there's been success before doesn't mean it's going to continue, but that means that you have a good core and starting to build a good culture, and winning is hard. And when you see a team that has the ability to win, that's attractive, and I'm happy to be able to join them, and hopefully we can win new things together. No, I know that the locker rooms are, they've done them, and really, so maybe the outside isn't the most modern, maybe the public areas and for the crowd, but for the players and the team, there's some really good facilities. And now there's plans of building a completely brand new building there. So I think sometimes old and traditional isn't bad. There's a lot of culture, a lot of memories in that old building. So, but I think as long as the locker room is good, it's fine by me. It's always hard to put down your philosophy, but I hope that people are going to see that the team is going to work really hard and that we're going to be smart. As a coach, of course, you want your structure, but most of all, it's going to be depending on which kind of team we have. Maybe I have to adapt a little bit to get the most out of the team we have with the rest of the coaches. So, but if we can control the puck and with our Ds, so we don't just throw the puck around, just control it and find some tape-to-tape plays, and then hopefully, offensively, that the players. I wanted that when you watch us play, that it seems like the players are having fun, like they're attacking, they're playing physical and they're aggressive. Yeah, not fancy. I think heavy is more like, but what we try to do with the Swedish national team now is you play games to win one game, and can we keep a little bit of that? Coming in, that having that awareness and that jump in your game. I think so much in the game is decided by your kind of the hunger and the pace you play with and the aggressiveness. It's a competition. Come first to the puck and win the battle in the corner. So before we start talking systems, and I think most of all it's about that we need to be really competitive. I think the the best word to describe that is probably that, responsibility, that we share responsibility, that coaches give players responsibility on the ice, and we let them take the responsibility, but also that the players own that and understand they need to take responsibility. If we want to be successful, that's the main thing, that we care for each other and we take responsibility. And that means that you have to put in what you have. You can't hide, you can't hope that somebody else is going to do it. It's up to you every day. I think in a successful team, it's a good, you need that kind of push from the younger players, and they need to understand that they have a chance to get into, to take big minutes, to play big roles, but they have to earn it. So hopefully we can work with them every day to find small improvements, and hopefully they take the step, so they take somebody's spot in the lineup, and that we can give them big minutes and big roles. Just the rhythm of a season, where you come in early August, and then you start working. You have your, pre-season and your camp, and you come down every day, and you look what you did yesterday, and then you try to have, you plan your practice, you have your meetings, and it's kind of that day-to-day process, and you're able to play games, 2 games every week. Where on the national team you plan and you plan and you plan, and then you have a week, and then you go back home and you plan and you plan. And I really miss that. I miss to compete every week. That feeling of winning is hard to have a better feeling, but also feeling of losing. So now it's kind of, I miss the emotion part, and I miss the routine of coming down and talking to my colleagues and meeting with the players every day. I think the experience of that it's really hard to be successful. There's so many things we need to do together, from scouting and putting the team together to how we practice, kind of culture we were talking about before, but just how we build that kind of culture. And then you need to at times be brave, because there's going to be hard times. There's going to be critical times of the season, of the games. You need to be brave and want to be in that kind of situation. So, what's been is in the past. Now I'm really looking forward to this, and hopefully we can build something good over time here. Me and Rönnberg, we've competed against each other for a long time. I'm looking forward to coach against him again, but we're also different. I know Roger wants to talk with, and draw pictures with big words and stuff, and I think I want to be, maybe come into Geneva and we start working before we start talking that much. Everybody knows it's about winning. We want to win, but then it's about what we do every day. So maybe a bit more work and less talk from my side. I think, there's been there for a long time. We go back to, 2017, 18, 19, we saw Switzerland, playing finals or semi-finals in the World Championships. I think the top players in Switzerland, they hold top level, elite level in the world, when they're able to have those players come into the Worlds. And then you also see that their national team, nearly like a club team, because same players have played for so many games together. So I think in one way that they have an advantage coming into the World Championships, being that they know each other so well. And at the same time, they built a good culture. They work really hard, they play really disciplined. So, I'm not surprised, but then I think it's also about how they, develop young players now. So they have new players coming in, taking, because the team they have now in the national team, give them 3, 4, 5 years, a couple of guys are going to be too old. So they need some new guys coming up, and so I think that's the most important thing for Swiss hockey, is just the youth and junior programs. I think you need to respect that and understand different league, different country, different culture. I think it's important for me to come into and try to understand the culture and I also think that every kind of part of Switzerland has their own culture and every team. So for me coming and understanding what is Geneva, doing my thing, but at the same time respecting that it is different. And that's a big reason I want to do it. For me to personally develop, to learn new things. So it's a huge challenge, and it's both professional and also as a family, moving down to a new country, getting a new language. So I see it as a adventure, and sometimes you just need to try new things to develop. Like I don't watch every game. I watch a game here and there. I watch some clips. I talk to some people in and around the organization. So, but I have a lot to do in my, my work with the Swedish national team. So that's my main focus now. But then, like, I do my hobby as work. I like hockey. So if I get a chance to watch another game, I don't see it as a work. So I kind of try to stay in touch, but I like the number one focus is of course the Olympics and the World Championships. We got medals in 2 World Championships in a row, but we're not. It's the wrong medal. We want to be in the final. We want to, play to win the gold, and hopefully we have learned a couple of small things from these last 2 tournaments especially, and hopefully we can turn that switch around. It comes down, quarterfinal, semi-final, final, it's one game. And what we have done is that we have given up a lot of goals all of a sudden in 2 straight semi-finals. Playing very structural and smart, and so maybe we need just to be a bit smarter, a bit calmer in that, quarterfinal, semi-final. Yeah, in one way it is. It's just that, it turns out that we're going to spend a couple of weeks in Switzerland, and I mean, I'm going to be full focus in my job, but it's still interesting and it's easier to meet people when you're in Switzerland, and my family's coming down for a couple of days. Maybe they get a chance to go by Geneva to get a first view of the city. So it's a good way to end with national team, and hopefully it's going to be a good May, and hopefully we win the championship there, and then I keep that feeling with me into Geneva.
Any sport,
Oh,
football, ice hockey?
we've seen it change there, hey? Especially football. But I mean, it's 2 pretty small countries, but at the same time we tend to be pretty good at sports, pretty organized, structured countries, so we're pretty similar, and hopefully, I mean, coming to Switzerland, working for Geneva, but I'm still a Swede, so I hope we're going to be successful with the Swedes here.